Hey church, good to spend some time with you again. There's this point in the scriptures where Jesus looks at the crowds that are rallying around him and perhaps heartbroken by their confusion. He looks at them and he says they're harassed and helpless like sheep without a shepherd. And I imagine that as Jesus looks at this world and our struggle to cope with some of the difficult realities of COVID, I think his heart breaks for us even in this generation, and he would want us to know him as the good shepherd. And so for generations, the Christian church has understood that Jesus is the shepherd of our souls. He is the one that journeys with us through tough seasons. He is the one that the psalmist writes about, who will lead us beside still waters and make us to lie down in green pastures. And my hope and my prayer is that you would come to know Jesus' presence in your life, that you would perhaps have some sense of him as you spend time with him in scripture daily and as you pray with him, of him nurturing you and guiding you in this season. We've mentioned a couple of times this great Churchill quote about not letting a good crisis go to waste, and we just see this opportunity and this season as an opportunity for us to deepen our faith and to deepen our love for Jesus and for us to have a deeper experience of him at work in our lives. One of the blessings that God gives to the church are shepherds, elders and pastors who look after the church, and Grant and I are immensely privileged by our position here at the church. And over the last weeks and months, we are just acutely aware of the number of families that are going through extraordinarily difficult seasons. And we want to reach out to you and just remind you that you are not alone in this. Grant and I would love to spend time with you. We are allowed to do that face to face. We are considered essential workers. We would want to minimize that though. Just acutely aware of the risk to you because we could be carrying virus as we move around from family to family. So we do want to keep that to a minimum. But also we would love to be able to spend time with you on Zoom if that's a possibility, or perhaps even take a stroll through the neighborhood and talk and pray and share together. But the reality is we are your shepherds, and we would love to journey with you in this season. And so please do not be slow to ask for help. Do not be slow to say, I'm struggling. We would love to engage with you and to journey with you and to pray with you and to seek God, his will in your life, and for you to know more deeply the reality of Jesus as the shepherd of your soul. So please do reach out to us. We really do ask you to do that. Second thing I wanted to share with you tonight, just came out of a really good meeting with the elders and the finance committee. We're constantly looking at budgets, at what we're able to do with that money in this new season. We've just got so many opportunities and challenges, and we want to meet up to those things. We think this is a God-given opportunity, and we want to serve the church well and serve Jesus well. And I just want to commend you as a congregation just for the massive amounts of generosity that we are seeing just pouring out of the life of this church. We are able to feed families. We are feeding hundreds of families through our Renew Trust, which we're calling that particular campaign Renew Hope. You can see all the details on our website. There's information there on how to receive help and information there on how you can help and contribute. My family got together, my boys and me, the other day. We packed 30 boxes. We were outdone by one of the other families in the church. The Mundells managed to pack 31 boxes. Just a great opportunity for me and the boys to sit and to pack items into boxes. We closed them up, and then we sat and we prayed over these boxes for each of those families. Just great opportunities, and it happens because people like you are being so graciously generous, and I want to really commend you as a church for what God is doing in our midst. More broadly, the finances of the church are looking good. We're wanting to manage those really carefully. We're trying to just check where we're spending and how we're spending, but we're still doing well on that front. And again, just deeply mindful that God has put us in a phenomenal position as a congregation. I think we have a great opportunity to be a resource church to the broader world, but I'm also aware that in this current season that we must be a resource church to those who are close to home and those who are part of the family who are struggling. And hence the first part of this message, just reminding you that we are here to help, and not just to pray with you, but to journey with you and to see how we can help you practically. Third thing I want to share with you, well, actually Linda's going to share in a moment, but just to remind you that we have some phenomenal online material. A whole bunch of people are working hard each week to make our worship a great reality on a Sunday morning. And Linda and Tracy and a bunch of teenagers and others in and around our kids' church and in and around our youth have done an absolutely amazing job at putting some material together to assist you as families to grow in your faith and to be disciples of Jesus, and then to take that good news to the ends of the earth. And so let me hand over to Linda, and she can share with you a bit more of what they are doing on that side. Have a blessed week, and we will see you on Sunday.
everyone. We're missing seeing your kids and teenagers so much on a Sunday morning. I hope they're all doing well. And I hope that they're watching the kids' church material and the teenagers' videos that we're putting out every week. Tracy and the kids' church leaders produce a short 15-minute kids' church video, and myself and some of the older teenagers produce a 10-minute Bible study for teenagers. A lot of work goes into that, and I really hope that you're watching and that you're showing them to your kids and to your teenagers. So here's a sneak preview of what you can expect to see this Sunday. This is Rebecca Green giving the lesson, and I hope you watch. I hope you watch this Sunday. Please support them. The teenagers are doing a great job, and more importantly, please show them to your kids and your teenagers. Thanks. Bye.
Hi guys, welcome back. This week it's my turn to do the lesson. In verse 28, it calls us children of promise. So when God makes a promise in a passage, he doesn't only make it to the person who he is talking to, but he specifically makes it to you as well. We also know that God is extremely faithful in his promises, and his promises should be something that we trust in. So what difference does this make in our lives? By knowing that we are children of God, we know that we are loved by him. And by knowing that God pursues us when we drift away, we know that we are wanted and valued by him. And because his promises are made specifically to you, and because he is faithful in his promises, we know that he cares about us. And that is it for my lesson this week. I hope that you understood it, and I hope that you enjoyed it, and to have a good week further.
I'm no longer a slave to fear. I am a child.